Hey children, here are the signs you've been breathing wrong your whole life. Number 6, mouth breathing like a fish. Picture this, you're sitting at your desk, totally focused on your work or just zoned out, and suddenly you catch a reflection. Your mouth is hanging wide open like you're trying to catch flies. Congratulations, you're a mouth breather. Now, before you feel too called out, let's talk about why this matters. Your nose isn't just there to hold up your glasses or smell pizza from 3 blocks away. It's actually a sophisticated air filtration system. When you breathe through your nose, tiny hairs and mucous membranes filter out dust, allergens, and other nasty stuff floating in the air. Your nose also warms and humidifies the air before it hits your lungs, making the whole breathing process way more efficient. But when you breathe through your mouth, you're basically giving all the dirty air a VIP pass straight to your lungs. No filtering, no warming, just raw, unprocessed air. Plus, mouth breathing dries out your mouth, gives you bad breath, and can even mess with your facial structure over time if you do it constantly. Yeah, that's right. Your breathing habits can literally change your face. So, next time you catch yourself looking like a confused goldfish, close that mouth and let your nose do its job. Your lungs, your dentist, and anyone standing close to you will thank you. Number 5, chest breathing like you're panicking. You know that shallow breathing you do when you're stressed or anxious, the kind where your shoulders rise up toward your ears with every breath? Well, bad news, if you're doing that all day, every day, your body thinks you're constantly in panic mode. Here's the deal. There are 2 main ways to breathe: chest breathing and belly breathing. Chest breathing is shallow and only uses the upper part of your lungs. It's what your body does automatically in fight or flight mode when you're stressed, scared, or running from something. The problem, most people chest breathe all the time, even when they're just chilling on the couch. This constant shallow breathing sends signals to your brain that something's wrong, keeping you in a low-level state of stress throughout the day. It's like having your car's check engine light permanently on. Your body never fully relaxes because your breathing pattern is telling it to stay alert. The better way? Belly breathing, also called diaphragmatic breathing. This is where your belly expands when you inhale, using your full lung capacity. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part that tells your body to chill out and relax. Professional singers, athletes, and meditation experts all swear by it because it actually works. So, if you want to stop feeling like you're always one step away from a panic attack, start paying attention to how you're breathing. Let your belly expand, your nervous system will finally get the memo that everything's okay. Number 4, holding your breath without realizing it. This one's sneaky. You're deep in concentration, maybe writing an email, playing a video game, or parallel parking, and without realizing it, you just stop breathing. Not dramatically or anything, you just forget to breathe for a few seconds. Then suddenly you gasp, wondering why you feel lightheaded. This unconscious breath holding is called email apnea or screen apnea, and it's super common. It happens when you're focused on something stressful and requiring intense concentration. Your body tenses up and you unconsciously hold your breath. It's like your brain is so busy it forgets to remind your lungs to do their job. The problem with repeatedly holding your breath is that it spikes your stress hormones, raises your blood pressure, and leaves you feeling exhausted for no apparent reason. You're literally depriving your brain of oxygen during moments it needs it most. No wonder you can't focus and feel drained after staring at a screen all day. The fix? Set little reminders to check in with your breathing. Take deliberate breaths every few minutes, especially during stressful tasks. Your brain needs that oxygen to function, and your body needs to remember that breathing isn't optional. Number 3, breathing too fast, like you just ran a marathon. Ever notice how sometimes you're just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, yet you're breathing like you just sprinted up 5 flights of stairs? That's called overbreathing or hyperventilation, and it's way more common than you think. A normal resting breathing rate is about 12 to 20 breaths per minute. But when you're stressed or anxious, that rate shoots up significantly. You're taking in way more air than your body actually needs, which throws off the delicate balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood. Here's the weird part. Too much oxygen sounds like a good thing, right? Wrong! When you breathe too fast, you blow off too much carbon dioxide, which actually makes it harder for your cells to use the oxygen you're taking in. It's like trying to fill your gas tank with premium fuel but forgetting to open the cap at first. The result? Dizziness, tingling in your hands and feet, brain fog, and feeling weirdly anxious for no reason. The solution is to slow down. Literally. Try breathing in for 4 counts, hold in for 4 counts, and breathe out for 4 counts. This kind of controlled breathing rebalances your system and reminds your body that no, you're not actually being chased by a bear, you're just sitting on the couch eating chips. Number 2, never taking deep breaths. When was the last time you took a real deep breath? Not the automatic shallow ones you do all day, but real, full, lung expanding, deep breath. If you can't remember, you're part of the problem. Most people use only a fraction of their lung capacity throughout the day. We stick to these tiny, shallow breaths that barely reach the bottom of the lungs. It's like having a huge house but only hanging out in the hallway. Your lungs have all this space and capacity, but you're not using it. Deep breathing isn't just some wellness trend. It's actually essential for getting oxygen to all parts of your lungs and clearing away stale air that's been sitting there. When you only take shallow breaths, the lower parts of your lungs never get ventilated, which can lead to reduced lung function over time. Plus, deep breaths stimulate the vagus nerve, which is like the master control switch of your relaxation response. A few deep breaths can literally lower your heart rate, reduce stress hormones, and make you feel calmer almost instantly. It's free, it's always available, and it works better than most anxiety medications. So right now, stop what you're doing and take 3 deep breaths. Fill your lungs, hold for a second, and slowly release. Feel that? That's what proper breathing feels like. Do it more often. Number 1, breathing out of sync with your body's needs. Here's the ultimate breathing fail. Not matching your breathing to what your body's actually doing. You're exercising, but breathing like you're asleep. You're trying to sleep, but breathing like you're running a race. You're meditating, but your breath is chaotic and irregular. Your breath should adapt to your activity level, but most people use only one breathing pattern all day, regardless of what they're doing. The mismatch between your activity and your breathing creates all sorts of problems. You feel exhausted during workouts because you're not getting enough oxygen. You can't fall asleep because breathing is keeping your nervous system activated. You feel anxious for no reason because your breath is sending panic signals to your brain. The key is awareness. Start paying attention to how you're breathing during different activities. During exercise, you should be breathing harder and faster to match your increased oxygen needs. When you're trying to relax, your breathing should be slow and steady. When you're focused, your breathing should be calm but consistent, not held or erratic. It sounds simple, but just becoming aware of your breathing patterns is just half the battle. Once you notice how you're breathing wrong, you can finally start fixing it. And trust me, when you're breathing right, everything else gets easier. You'll have more energy, less stress, better focus, and you'll finally stop wondering why you always feel so tired despite sleeping 8 hours. If you want to watch more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. See ya!